Captain Paul for the Locker Room here. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe. We're trying to reach 1,500 subscribers before the end of January, and let's get into it. Are the Toronto Maple Leafs being overlooked? You know, going into the season, I think a lot of people are going to say they're going to finish top 3, and they're currently sitting second in the Atlantic Division. In 33 games, they have 21 wins, 7 losses, and 6 overtime losses for 48 points. Their goals for is 111, goals against 82, and that's the big thing there is the goals against. They are the second best team in the Atlantic Division when it comes to goals against. Boston obviously is leading the way, but Toronto has had a fantastic start. They are 7-2-1 also in their last 10. So is Toronto being overlooked? Well, let's look at some of these players. Austin Matthews is doing what Austin Matthews should be doing. 17 goals, 22 assists, 39 points in 34 games. Willie Nylander, 34 games played, 20 goals, 19 assists for 39 points. You have Michael Bunting, and this is a nice little get, especially at a $950,000 cap hit. 9 goals, 15 assists for 24 points. Yes, he's playing with Matthews and Nylander, but he is providing offense that is needed. You have John Tavares with 34 games played, 14 goals, 17 assists for 31 points. And then you have Mitchell Marner, who has been showing out for most of the season with 13 goals, 27 assists for 40 points to lead the Toronto Maple Leafs in points. They are getting a plethora of scoring from their first and second line, and their third line is not shabby either. Kerfoot, Kampf, and Invol have 15, 13, and 11 points respectively. Goals against is where I think there used to be a lot of issues with the Maple Leafs. You have Mark Giordano still looking like a viable top 4 option, only getting paid $800,000 per year. At 39 years old, he is giving you a bargain bin deal. Jordy Ben has been pretty solid for the Leafs. Liljegren been as good as well. TJ Brody, Connor Timmins has done decent. Justin Hall can be kind of Jekyll and Hyde at times, but you have seen some good defense, and I think that has helped the goaltending. And let's talk about this goaltending. I was very suspect, but you know what? Samsonov and Murray have played phenomenal. Samsonov has 13 games played, a 2.07 goals against, a 924 save percentage for their 10-3 record. You have Matt Murray, 12 games played, 2.34 goals against, with a 925 save percentage and an 8-2 record. Matt Murray and Ilya Samsonov has just done phenomenal. They have kind of brought stability in net. I thought losing Campbell would have hurt them, but it's been the furthest thing from the truth, and I was wrong. And it seems like they have the best goalie tandem in the NHL. So let's go into predictions here. How far can the Toronto Maple Leafs go? Well, I think this might be a different iteration of the Leafs. You have good defensive depth, you have some solid scoring, but most importantly, you have reliable goaltending from both goaltenders. There's no goalie on this roster you're afraid to put in net. This team is looking deeper than it ever has, and I think more complete than it ever has. They've always had the offensive ability, but this defensive prowess that they have been showing, if you're a Maple Leafs fan, you have to be excited for that, because when it comes to the postseason, it's not just about scoring, but how you play in your own end. If you are not disciplined in your own end, you will not win many games in the postseason. I think the Toronto Maple Leafs, if they get the right matchup, can definitely get past the first round. And once that happens, once they get over that hump, the potential is there to have a deep Cup run. I think they are a very good team. They have players kind of hitting their stride, and there's a lot of potential. And if you're a Leafs fan, you have to be very encouraged from what you are seeing thus far. Yeah, the Bruins have been dominating the Atlantic, but if you look at the Maple Leafs record with 48 points, they're doing goddamn good themselves. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Where do you think the Leafs will finish in the division? Do you think they'll stay at second place? Do you think they could possibly surpass Boston? Also, curiously, do you think they will finally get past the first round? I'm Captain Paul for the Locker Room. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to check out our Patreon. It'd be a great way to support us and help us build this empire even bigger. I'm Captain Paul, and I will see you in the next video.